What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, the microphone Messiah, Phillip Antoine, joined by the Canadian destroyer, BT Brandon Tanguma. Real Canadian destroyers since Toronto are not the world champions. But we do have world champions in WWE, two new ones. Brandon, what's going on, man?
What's up, Philip? We're here. We're doing a somewhat timely show recap. We haven't done one of those in a little bit, but we're here. Talk about Saturday night's main event
Yes. Do you
live
remember
from the cock.
yes, live from the Peacock, NBC. Do you remember back in the day when we used to do them right after the show was over? Do you remember
Do
those
you
days?
remember when we would have to go to He Who Shall Not Be Named's house
The
and do
other
them
guy.
live in person? The other guy. Yeah, I forgot the bits around here. It's been a
Yes,
while
we
since I've
were
used
we
that
were
one.
always live and in living color.
Or we drive up to King of the Hill one time.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. See, I remember these things. If there's one thing I'm good at is remembering useless information.
King of the Hill. He lives in like Bay Point now.
Good for him.
Remember that baby, bro? Baby's like damn near 10.
Kid's about to graduate from high school.
Yeah, right. I mean, come on now. Yeah, the other guy. Yeah, he just stopped messing with us. That's crazy.
Hate to see it.
Hate to see it, but nonetheless, there are things we saw on Saturday night's main event. Take us through it, bro. I saw. Did Bailey have a dark match at this
We
at the
did have
show?
a dark match. It is here on the Wikipedia. Bailey defeated Raquel Rodriguez. We don't have a time on it, but it is strange because you'd think they were kind of building towards Raquel beating, or not beating, but at least taking on Stephanie Vaquer. And I know it's a dark match. Everything doesn't really matter. But in this day and age, things are a lot more open in terms of what happens off television. But yeah, Bailey just beats Raquel in a singles match before the show starts, which is interesting.
Well, I mean, we don't know how she beat her, so it could have been some chicanery, some chicanery, some tomfoolery, but nonetheless, the official match to start the proper card of Saturday night's main event. Let me
Was the
guess. It will
WWE Championship, undisputed WWE Championship, and there was a world
yes,
title match later in the show.
yes, the undisputed WWE title, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes going up against the real American Dream, Drew McIntyre. That what he
Yeah,
called himself?
I mean, an immigrant making a name for himself here in the United States of America. There's no more American dream than that. But anyways, this one goes 18 minutes 45 seconds. They added the stipulation on SmackDown that Cody could lose his title via disqualification or count out. So as you'd expect, especially with the growing frustration coming from Cody, that definitely played in to this match. There was a count out tease. Obviously, that didn't happen. There was a weird spot in the corner where Cody went to go jump on the corner and his knee gave out and they kind of played it up like it was legit, but it didn't really play into the finish or anything at all. I haven't
I
heard
think
anything if
what
that was a legit injury or not, or like a legit whatever give out.
because you see like later on in the match, the referee got hit in the corner, so maybe he thought that spot was coming right then. I think that's what happened. There was a little miscommunication. That's why they had to. That's why these guys are elite athletes, and at the top of the game, they had to adapt that quickly, do it. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was a good match. Starting off, Drew was really in control, and then we get to what you call it, massive Cody Cutters. Drew has the championship. At one point, Cody had him, and Drew was telling him, "Come on, hit me, hit me." But Drew gets DDT'd on the championship, eats a crossroads, and again, Drew McIntyre loses, and Cody Rhodes retains and is still the undisputed WWE champion.
Yeah, a little bit of an out for Drew, so it's more stuff for him to complain about. And with the belt shot into the Cody Cutter while the referee's back or while the referee was down. Um, I we talked about it on the podcast where I'm like, it's put up or shut up time with Drew because he's had so many different opportunities and he just keeps coming up short. And it's like Charlie Brown with the football. And at some point, you kind of lose interest and lose
Bro,
passion
I've
in terms of
heard,
caring for him in this spot.
yeah, you do. I've heard a lot of Charlie Brown references in the last couple of weeks. A lot of peanut. I was talking about the Peanuts comic strip yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. Were you a Peanuts guy? I know this is random. I'm sorry. We're gonna
I
get
mean,
back to it.
I wouldn't call myself a Peanuts guy, but
Did you watch
when the
the? Did you
holiday
watch?
specials come on,
Yeah,
I watch them.
yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember the what was the song? How did it go? I was gonna try to sing it, but I think that's the Doug melody and not the
I do watch. I see TikToks, and usually they're like Snoopy. I've seen a Snoopy edit. There's like a 3D computer generated Snoopy, and it's just him with country music in the background. It's just him doing stuff that's associated with the song. So I see Peanut stuff.
Type stuff, type stuff. Wah, 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 wah. That's that's what I hear when a lot of people talk.
Definitely not when I talk.
Of course not. Of
Of
course
course
not.
not. Of course not. Yeah,
But back
but
to the undisputed WWE title. What does this mean for the Scottish psychopath?
I mean, I don't know. I don't. I mean, I don't know if he can just go away because I think like the depth chart in WWE, especially like on SmackDown, is a little lacking. So you can't just like have him go away and not do anything. So I I don't know. I mean, I think he clearly has to like go down the card and kind of like rebuild himself and like get some wins. But I just don't know who that's up against. I mean, you'd think you kind of look at the SmackDown babyface roster, like who is there available for him to beat? I mean, Sami Zayn. They announced they're going to do a Saturday Night's Main Event in Montreal in January, so you would suspect he's going to be a big part of that. Maybe, well, Kevin Owens has a neck surgery, so he's probably gone for a little bit, so he's not going to be a part of that. Um, I mean, Damian Priest, maybe, but we've
Like
been there, done that with
next
that.
step, do the Damian Priest is with Aleister Black.
Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to like think of things, at least things that people would care about, or like not lower card things, but mid to upper card things for Drew to do. And at this point, the whatchamacallit, the depth chart just isn't really advantageous to Drew.
Yeah, like who else can challenge Cody at this point in time?
I don't
I know
know.
you don't want to have Cody lose the title twice in a calendar year, but hey, man, because I'm trying to think about it. If Drew had won here, Cody could have got it back at the Rumble. Like kind of what happened last year at Saturday Night's Main Event with Kevin Owens. Like Cody could have got it back at the Rumble.
I mean, I think that's just kind of advantageous. This is kind of just showing the Cody run right now because it's like he's on such a higher level than everybody else that
Well,
he
yeah,
had the stuff with
he's
Cena.
undeniable.
It's like you don't suspect anybody could beat him at this
There's
point.
only one guy, but there's only one guy. I mean, that we know would really spice this thing up, but we're not ready to get there yet.
I mean, these December end of year feuds do seem a little bit, they always seem like they're, not going to be the most important things in the world because you're gearing up for WrestleMania and you would suspect Cody has a fairly big match planned for WrestleMania. What is that? We don't know because I feel like this WrestleMania seems like the most open in quite some time. I mean, last year we kind of suspected maybe Cody and Cena, but I mean, right now, I mean, who is there? Because there's Rock isn't showing up allegedly. Roman will probably be in a big match. You got like Roman Punk, Cody, the Braun Brawns. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what's going on with that. Then second match, we did get Jade Cargill taking on Tiffany Stratton in the women's championship. This thing went under 6 minutes,
Yeah, I
and
mean that's been the thing with Tiffany though. Like she has these shorter matches. I mean, but it made Jade Cargill look like an absolute beast. Jade Cargill is the new WWE Women's Champion. She's finally climbed the top of the mountain in WWE. We're going to talk about a certain photo that was posted at the end of Saturday night's main event after the cameras went off. But yeah, man, congratulations to Jade Cargill, dominated Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany time is over at what 301 or 2 days or something like that. Now the reign of the storm can begin.
yeah, I mean, I thought the match was kind of whatever. I mean, they had the built-in injury excuse for Tiffany with the knee going into it, so similar to Drew, they're giving her excuse for why she lost. The match itself was nothing special. I mean, it was just the straightforward babyface has a knee injury, so she's trying to fight back, but the dominant heel just kind of takes advantage of that and just beats her pretty decisively and pretty clean. Going into it, we kind of thought that it was a foregone conclusion that Jade would win because she was freshly turned and Tiffany wasn't exactly lighting the world on fire, so it made sense to kind of give it to Jade here to see what she can do with it. I would suspect, Jade gets a lengthy run. the whole Bianca Belair situation seems very weird. Like she got a hand injury at WrestleMania. She has not really been seen since then. And I'm not like
We don't know how
downplaying
long it
her
takes to.
injury because like,
I,
it could be like a ligament thing and that's very serious.
yeah, I think because I heard her say recently like it was getting better and then like it kind of got messed up again. Yeah, I mean you need your fingers to do this.
Yeah, and like if you lose fingers lead to grip issues and grip issues lead to, slipping and you can't, drop wrestlers on their heads because you lost your grip strength. So,
Yeah, bro. Like it's like I got a wrist problem. I had some people land on my wrist, and that already causes problems in my regular life. So I can only imagine the finger, brother.
yeah, I mean, what do you suspect for Jade in the interim? Because clearly it's going to lead to like something with Bianca when she comes back, but is it just kind of her running through people until Bianca comes
Yeah,
back?
yeah. Maybe she like how dominant would it look for her to just go through? Because who's on SmackDown that's a good guy?
I mean, I need to just have like a PDF of just all the depth chart on WWE because I'm just drawing blanks on
Well,
everyone. I mean, you have
Julia's
like
Julia's a
you have like
bad guy.
Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, but they're the champions right now.
I seen tag title. Yeah, I could see, maybe one of the other getting an opportunity. Maybe have Nia Jax kind of work on the babyface side for a little bit. Have Jade go through her. If you want to, Meechin's still on SmackDown. Like it, yeah. Like you have to look at the depth of what's going on over there. But tell the fans your trajectory for Jade before we get to the next thing. I will be right back.
I mean, like I said, I think she's gonna hold the title for quite some time. I would suspect her to maybe hold it all the way till WrestleMania. I think a if Bianca is healthy, I think a Bianca Royal Rumble win and then challenging Jade would make a lot of sense. And you could have them, go one on one at Mania, and that could be a pillar match. If you kind of look at the four championship matches for WWE, yeah, like in the interim, there's not too many. Let's see, can we type in the WWE SmackDown roster real quick? Because they're going to be like okay, Wikipedia. Here's women's division. That's the Raw one. SmackDown's women's division. Like we already said Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Charlotte. You could always like turn Chelsea Green, but not like turn her. Just kind of like have her go up against heels, which I think could work. Um, Tiffany, I think they probably are going to run it back with Tiffany. Um, I mean, because what we have Survivor Series, you probably could hold off on that and then do it. Maybe in December. Maybe that's the Royal Rumble match. But yeah, I mean, this women's division in Raw, like I said, outside of Alexa and Charlotte, if we're not counting Bianca because she's out, is desperately needing of some babyface and just kind of star power in general. So unless you were going to do any switches, which I don't see anytime soon, I mean, yeah, Meechin is something, Nia Jax. I mean, unfortunately, Piper Niven is hurt, so she was always kind of like that go-to person for Bianca to wrestle somebody and do like some impressive spots because Piper's agile enough to be able to get up and do some of that stuff for the other wrestlers. Um, Nikki Cross, we did see her on SmackDown talking. Uh, we saw some Nikki Cross on SmackDown, so we'll see if maybe she gets a little bit more television time because she's just kind of been standing around in the background for these Wyatt stuff. BFAB is like on the same level as
Nikki
Meechin, so I don't
Cross
really see anything
challenges
like
for the
that.
title.
I mean, I think I've said she's the most talented person in the Wyatt family, but they just don't do anything for her because I think it is a difficult situation when you're gonna have
Really?
six people or five people, and she's the only woman.
Really? Not Bo Dallas? Did you
No,
see the original NXT run of Bo Dallas?
no, I think Nikki Cross is the best wrestler.
Did you not see the original NXT run?
I'm not saying it's a wide margin, but
He
that's
was
just
a
my
real
opinion.
he was real Barry Windham, man. He was and Barry Windham, I mean, former world champion. I mean, come on now, man.
I mean, he got Barry Windham in his blood.
Hello. Yeah. Let's go on to the next thing.
Next thing, third match. This was the triple threat for the IC title. Dom defending against Penta and Rusev. This was pretty much a Raw match on Saturday night's main event. It went 12:30. Everyone kind of like got their stuff in, and then at the end we had a bell hammer, whatever the term is for it, get put in the ring from Dom, and
The hammer to ring to ring the ring bell. Yeah,
yeah, and Penta takes it from Dom, goes to hit, tries to hit him, but accidentally hits Rusev instead, and then Dominic throws Penta out and gets the pinfall. So not a stolen finish, but fairly similar. In the babyface does one thing and then gets tossed out. So yeah, Dominic wins. Nothing really too surprising, but like I said, it could have been a Raw match. It was nothing crazy.
but they got to do it on the pay-per-view, so it's fine.
Well, it's not a pay-per-view. I mean, what is this considered a premium live event?
Well, the pay-per-views are premium live events.
But this isn't a pay-per-view.
It was a
Let's see. What does
it was
Wikipedia
a
say?
network special.
Does Wikipedia say what this is?
It's a
Okay.
network special. I'm
All
telling
right. A Peacock special.
you, network special. Yeah, Peacock is network.
But couldn't Raw or SmackDown? SmackDown's on a network.
That's regular television though. It's different. That's week to week television. This Saturday night's main event is a week to week, therefore network special. It's all in the bylaws, man. You didn't read the bylaws?
I gotta touch up on my bylaws.
I mean, but congratulations to Dirty Dom, still the Intercontinental Champion. Don't forget, he's the AAA Mega Champion. I mean, Dom is having the run of a lifetime. You love to see it, man.
Yeah, I mean he's doing good character work. His matches have not exactly set the world on fire, but his character isn't meant to be having like fantastic matches. He's like the squirmy, you know, heel that you want to see get his ass kicked, and he just keeps finding a way to get out of it. Um, it does feel like inevitable we're going to get a Dom heel turn, but is that going to be in the next 6 months, year, 2 years? I don't know, but we'll just have to wait and see. We did get a special announcement. John Cena was not in the building, but he was on the show, and
So,
they announced that
so
he
does this
is.
count as an appearance?
I mean, he didn't appear in the ring. He didn't appear in the
Okay.
arena,
Okay.
man in the arena.
Yes.
But they announced that his final opponent at the next Saturday Night's Main Event in December will not be a special picked opportunity, but it'll be a tournament, a 16-man tournament that will take place over Raw and SmackDown. People from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and quote people that might not even work here. So there you go, not closing the door on Edge showing up, but I doubt that'll
But
happen.
um, bro, does Joe Hendry enter this thing and he's the final John Cena opponent?
I highly doubt that, but we did
Didn't
see it. We did see Gunther in the video package, so that's another person that was highly speculated.
didn't we? Shouldn't it be a 17-man tournament? Never seen 17.
Maybe. I mean, it's a way to fill television. You know, tel what you call it, tournaments. Have these because I'm not good at math. However many matches that equates to in terms of on weekly television. Uh, I don't know how big of a deal these matches will feel, especially in the early going. But you know, Cena tried to explain why it means something to him because it's how he started of, grabbing an opportunity from Kurt Angle, so he's going to give an opportunity to somebody else. But you would think maybe storyline wise, it makes sense for it to be like a really young person who's never had an opportunity, so it'd be like an NXT person. But they, as I said, they showed like Gunther and Dom and Penta and like a lot of people that would be interesting, but I think they realize that there's not like a perfect opponent for Cena. So they're kind of like they conjured up this story to like make it make sense. Because
Yeah.
the match is more about Cena than anything,
Oh, of
obviously.
course, of course.
If, any thoughts on the tournament itself, or who you think might be the last person? I know we've talked a little bit about it.
I mean, people that don't even work there, obviously TNA people. That's the only thing I could see, dude. Like, I just, I know it's probably not going to happen, but just how cool would it have been? We get to December 13th, Cena's in the ring, he's waiting for his opponent, and then you think it just would have. It would have set the world on fire, man. And one last time, just one last time. But it's not gonna happen.
I mean, you could do the thing where whoever wins gets the opportunity, and then they get laid out backstage, Jacob Fatu style, and then Edge comes out. You could do that. He's the ultimate opportunist. That's not going to happen, but it's just fantasy booking here.
that would be some. Oh,
And if
just
they are able to like keep it completely quiet,
Drew McIntyre wins and retires John Cena. There we go.
there we go. We're finally giving something to our boy Drew.
Well, I mean, that was kind of I've kind of heard him thrown out like in the past for like him to be seen as final match just to do something. Oh, just to do something. I don't know. We'll see. Main event time.
Yes, the vacated World Heavyweight Championship, CM Punk taking on Jey Uso.
Main event. Jey Uso.
Sorry, main event Jey Uso. This one goes 21 minutes, and at points it was bowling shoe ugly, as a certain commentator once would say. But CM Punk ends up getting the win, hitting the double GTS on Jey Uso.
Bro,
And,
he hit like 5 GTSs on this guy.
well, those Samoans, they got strong chins.
Yeah, their whole upper heddle region. Yes. Yeah, man. I mean, no chicanery, no chiffoonery like I expected and kind of wanted. But yes, nonetheless, CM Punk, the best in the world, is the new world heavyweight champion. The speared through the barricades. Punk did a spear of his own, super kicks, GTSs, splashes, punches. Like it was they fought for the world heavyweight championship, and we end with a copyright Paul Levesque leaf fitting. Jey Uso looking up at CM Punk with the fireworks going off in the background as he holds up the world heavyweight championship.
Match was fine. It was not like, setting the world on fire. I think the crowd, the both these guys, we didn't get like a both these guys. It wasn't like a really felt like a big time match because I think for the most part the crowd does like both people. I think they leaned more towards CM Punk, but I think that also does play into the story of Jay because Jay has definitely, I think, turned people off or kind of like have done things to where people aren't really liking Jay as much. So maybe that was the point of kind of what they were going for. And clearly, like there's setting up something with Jay, whether it's a full blown heel turn or him hitting rock bottom for him to then come back and be regular Jey Uso because he had a boo boo face on. He seemed very angry. He even posted on a story on Instagram. I forget exactly what he said, but it was not complimentary of
Y'all
either
win or
CM
something like
Punk,
that.
yeah, either CM Punk or the fans themselves. So, we'll get more of the fallout from Raw. Punk winning, I think he could have went either way on the finish because it is kind of a scramble to pick someone because clearly this wasn't the plan going into it. But um, yeah, I think Punk just goes out there and a little bit like an Ilya Dragunov, babyface champion where you just kind of he goes out there, he'll have good matches, he can kind of sink his teeth into maybe going after some other people. But look, I still got the roster set up over here for Raw. Um, I mean, clearly, the Braun Brawns are down the line. Um, I think Gunther probably will be going towards Cena, so we're probably not going to have that. Logan Paul allegedly is on Raw, so we haven't seen Logan Paul in a little bit, so maybe he shows up and like a Logan Paul CM Punk match at Survivor Series, unless Punk is a part of the War Games would make sense. And then everyone else, to be honest, doesn't really stand out to me. But you know, Punk gets that world title. He didn't get cashed on today, so he actually walks out of the building as champion. So we'll see how the CM Punk era of WWE and Raw pans out.
We shall see, bro. And then Punk posted a photo on his IG. Jade Cargill himself, Cody Rhodes, and Saints, all former AEW people, all now champions in WWE. If you can include Blake Monroe and Ethan Page, also champions. Yeah, man. What were your thoughts when you saw that photo?
I mean, it definitely was not on accident that that
No,
photo was
no.
taken. You know, I as much I am a fairly big AEW fan. I still like WWE, so I'm not like one of those tribal people. But
Yeah,
I'm
man.
also a
These
good troll, and I appreciate a good troll, and I think that was one.
Yeah. Now there are guys on there that I know I've said my things about AEW, but at the end of the day, like there are still things that happen over there that I like. There are guys that they're either on one side of the fence or the other, man. Like I'm like, God, Jesus Christ. Like I was reading the comments on somebody commented on like the photo, like a guy that was a cancer to the company, a guy that couldn't wait to get over, so he left. Another girl that she was built like a monster, and then didn't like it, so she left. Like, guys, let these people be, man. It's crazy. It's
As much as we
crazy.
love it, it's just wrestling. It's not that serious, guys. Come on.
Yeah. The internet is not real, as somebody once told me. Yeah, the internet is not real, man. Come on now. Overall grade for Saturday night's main event. We have two new world champions. We know what's gonna happen with Cena's last opponent. What's going on, man? What are your thoughts? Where are you ranking this?
I'll give it a B minus. I thought, none of the matches were standouts, but there was clearly stories involved and like there's and the main event was kind of rough because it wasn't planned out in terms of like, the overall story, but yeah, it was okay. But nothing too crazy to warrant, a strong grade, so I'll give it a B minus.
I'll give it a B myself. Thank you guys. We'll be back in a few days to talk more pro wrestling, sports entertainment. Thank you guys. As always, be safe and stay dangerous. Yes, sir.